The two girls were riding their bikes when they were hit and killed in Cranford. The suspect is now facing murder charges. Fox 5's Richard Giacovis is live in Union with more on what's expected to be a very emotional night. Richard.
Yeah, Bianca, Natasha, very emotional. This is a week for Maria and Isabella Salas that their families will never forget. A week that started out with these two teenage girls and losing them in that fatal accident. Tonight, an entire community is comforting one of those families as they begin the process of laying 17-year-old Maria to rest. We're here at St. Demetrios Greek Orthodox Church in Union. The wake for Maria Niotos is underway here, and the funeral for this young lady, described as loving and full of life, is set for tomorrow morning. It was on Monday night in the next town over when Maria and her best friend Isabella Salas were riding home from an after-school function on their e-bikes when they were struck and killed by a black Jeep. The driver of that Jeep took off, and it turns out he is a 17-year-old from Garwood, New Jersey, who was arrested later that night and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. This teenage suspect is also related to Westfield Police Department Chief Christopher Badaloro, who lives in the same neighborhood, Cranford, New Jersey, where those 2 high schoolers were killed. Badaloro releasing this statement in part, saying, quote, "I do unequivocally condemn the actions of the accused, and like you, I demand that he face the consequences of his alleged actions in a court of law. As a law enforcement officer, I maintain full faith and confidence in our criminal justice system and that it will ensure he is held fully accountable. I, too, pray for these families. I, too, demand full accountability and justice." A family member representing both teenagers telling us on Monday, September 29th, Maria and Isabella, 2 vibrant teenage girls with the entire world and future ahead of them, had their lives brutally and tragically taken. A coward of a man who had been plotting this attack against Maria for months carried out this horrific act, taking not only her life, but also Isabella's. He is not insane. He is competent and mediated. Maria Niotos' funeral is tomorrow, and a wake for Isabella Salas will be held on Saturday. Maria's family, who we assume are members of this church, are expected to come out here at some point later this evening and speak to members of the media. They invited us here tonight to tell us how they're feeling through all this grief. They want to speak out, and we'll bring that to you later on tonight. But it is an emotional, gut-wrenching night here in Union, New Jersey. That's where we're live tonight. Richard Giacovis, Fox 5 News. Bianca, Natasha.
Yeah, I can truly imagine. All right, Richard, thank you so much.